I mean, here we are talking about the review from Austin 316. SPY still in uptrend, bounced off the support level, holding higher. Volume was good on the 15th, coming back up. So good there. Talking about the two top pre-market movers. Oracle had a huge naked gap Keltner. In a recent uptrend, it's at 52-week highs, but I don't like to trade these large gaps. I mean, and for a good reason. There's not a good trend day. I mean, maybe ideas for the next day. I'm not going to say the words gap fill because you're going to punch you right in the dick if I do. So GoPro was the other one. And, we've been in a recent downtrend, long-term downtrend. So we get this midline kind of bounce up. I was kind of looking for failure kind of right into this level. There's like a pre-market level up here that I showed you in another video. But we really didn't do much, just kind of like chop sideways. So once again, like avoiding those gaps was good for me. I didn't trade those, so that was good. Getting into my two trades that I did make, Momo. The trigger was that we tested these all-time highs, and we're at all-time highs. So I'll show you what I was looking at in the 4-minute. So we opened up, U down, that was really good. And then, triggered right here at the all-time high, kind of pulled back. I was really wanting one more bar. It's kind of like right here. And so I missed this, support becomes resistance. I was thinking, one more bar I was going to buy, but, if it's a resistance becomes support play, I should just be buying it right here because this should be, if what I think should happen, it should happen, right? So, anyway, I didn't get long right here. I ended up getting long somewhere, I was trying to buy a market in here and ended up getting filled up here, so shitty, so this to here. So I ended up with 40 cent risk, which should have been a lot better than that. And so I didn't get to buy as many shares as I would have liked. And it wasn't a good entry. It's up here, and I needed the better entry, a tighter risk area. So I'm not very happy with how I entered there. So kind of go just to the women to kind of look and see how the day panned out. We're at all-time highs and kind of get this test. So it's trying to think about my process of how to exit. We were looking pretty positive, still making higher lows and higher lows and higher lows, not really breaking to new highs, but we were kind of doing a late day ABCD right here. So we started to break out on volume and we didn't. I did get out, sold, I don't know the time over here, but I sold out at 34.88. So I mean, it was a 9-cent winner, so 80 I got right in here after that, before this flush. So that was my trade in Momo. I also traded McRib. So what's the setup in McRib? Is we had this large gap down in volume, kind of just going sideways, and especially the past few months of 1, 2, 3, 4 months of sideways. Kind of blast above this intermediate high around was it 1120. So I was looking for that. On the open, we had already gone up a whole lot, so that wasn't a good thing. We had gone from $10 to 12, which wasn't a crazy amount, but on the daily, this wide range bar was widest range bar was shit, can I get to it? $4. $4. This wide range bar was $2. So I mean, maybe we are the move was already done, but we had seen that wide range days could go for $4 here, another wide range day $4 here. So McRib had a history of going for about $4 on its widest range days. The setup was that we were going sideways. We blasted through on good volume, respected the level holding higher, so I missed it here. Later in the day, I saw the volume pick up right here on this move. I got long. I'll show you in the 1-minute chart. Got long right in here on this little pullback, this little sideways area. Got long at 12.15, so that's about right in here. I got long in there, and my stop was here below VWAP. So an aggressive stop would be just under this low, and then so I put my stop at the second place away that we were talking about, and then it's just the dick hair gets me again of just this quick flush through, and then that would have been a nice nice point chop. So, but got stopped out. You know, maybe it's not VWAP that I should be. You know, it was under VWAP. I think I put my stop at so what, 1168. So I was you know, it was like 1170, and VWAP was like 1175 at the time. So 5 cents below VWAP, but like down here was 35. So I mean, it was a little bit further than I wanted to be in, you know. So I really would have had to reduce share size to have a 70-cent risk. I don't feel like that's why you enter in these areas, is to have fucking 70-cent risks. So, you know, I think I'll take getting stopped out here under VWAP, because like this is, you know, I'd take this trade, you know, 10 times out of 10, and I don't think I'm getting stopped out more than maybe twice in this particular manner. I think it was a good setup, and you know, I had a good entry here, so at least this was one good trade. Talking about some other stuff that moved. We'll let into PTCT. So what was the setup? You know, going sideways, reaching downtrend. You know, I had this level marked. It's kind of like an over-under level around this like 960, maybe called like a 6. And then had this like other level around like 1090. So you kind of see like on the daily, you maybe call that level like a 5. We kind of come and like blasted through it. Kind of prior support became resistance, and so could have had an alert set here at this day. Got alerted on this volume day to kind of make this alert on this day. And so we, you know, alert triggers. You come in here, look on the 1 minute, and you know, maybe you don't take this trade until 12 o'clock, but you get a nice prior support, becomes resistance entry right over here. So that's PTCT. The bigger picture in yard, we have been in a recent uptrend, but you know, just like the pat from February, just like, you know, higher highs, higher lows. This is kind of a change of character looking day, like I would agree. So the volume picks up on this you know, widest range bar in the past, like, you know, in this calendar year. Get these kind of sideways overlapping days. So we open up within this range, test up through it, and then immediately come back down. So let's look at that in 1 minute. So there's like, you know, as if we talk about shorts, like opening lower and then coming up to test up, especially to the top of the range, and then, you know, reversing so hard. So, you know, test up, change of character down, flipping through VWAP, and then, you know, making higher highs, higher lows. So I mean, there's like three pieces of evidence. So could have been shorting right here in anticipation of the break of the low of days, or as we broke through the low of days, we're at full cove L right here. There's your nice low risk entry to short yard. So, you know, maybe put your risk, you know, 25-cent risk to make, you know, $1.70. So it's a nice 6-to-1 trade. What was another good one? Builder didn't, you know, no volume came in here, so I didn't fuck with it. ALF just kind of like rotated. Esper looked like it might do something, but it didn't. BPT, same thing. And then, you know, gapped up, and so I was like, okay, gapped up, maybe if it would have U'd up, that would have been a better trade, but nothing happened. Talked about Momo. Zero. So this was another, you know, this stock has been in play. Been coming off a base. I talked about it in my other video. Coming off a base. This volume day came in, but what I want you to notice on the daily chart is this like prior resistance level around this like 340. So kind of tested it here, you know, right? So before, right, I respected it, and it was also kind of the this day's high. So it's kind of like thinking about this day's high was like prior resistance. And so like we open up, spike up right into it, and immediately reject hard. So like knowing we have that daily chart resistance level, you know, that's like the one piece of evidence, plus the open up, go up, you know, that is usually indicative of failure more times than not. And then change your character down. So you could have been thrown on the short right here under the, you know, this pop up to VWAP and the open. So that, you know, I thought about it, but I said, hey, I'm focusing on trend trades. I'm not taking counter trend trades, but this would have been one good trade, and it would have made some money. I mean, you're not risking, even if you get in here, you're risking, you know, 10 cents above VWAP in the close, and you would have made, you know, I guess if it held to, well, that's after hours. So I mean, you got the low a day. It's like 25 cents. So it's not the best trade, like a 2.5 to 1, but still, I mean, it's a positive risk reward expectancy, and that's what we're all about. So, setups for tomorrow. Kind of looking through stuff. Really see a whole hell of a lot. Just kind of like keeping the same shit on. Did a volume scan on FinViz, and not a lot of good stuff popped up there. Let's go through our top 90% scan. What has been very fruitful for me lately using this, it's kind of like throw this on the side, going through here, it's like, bang, this light, kind of pull back to the midline, volume's coming back in, so maybe if we got like a continuation from this day, going sideways and pulling out, so I'm going to set an alert there, see if anything happens. Don't think I have light on any of my major lists, so throw that on there. And this was a volume scan on the FinViz, came through this KCG bullshit, but I mean Knight Capital, the day Knight Capital fell. So maybe there was a good trade there. Nope. Oracle got that on there, so I mean second day play like this could, I would be interested below here and above here. So I'm set my alerts for there and be done. Hello. Volume's coming in. Are we at all-time highs? I mean, until breaking all-time highs through this level, convincingly, I don't know. We're kind of holding above here. I mean, closed higher. So if we continue to make new all-time highs, long wouldn't be out of the question. So I'm going to set alert there. EVRI, JBL. So I mean, not a whole lot of cool shit really. NTAP is good, NAP is good, but like just not volatile enough. But that's kind of been the thing. There have been a lot of penny stocks that like